Hello everyone, I'm Julia Lala Maharaj, and I'm really sorry not to be with you tonight, to be amongst friends and others who've supported Orchid and our tremendous vision of a world free from female genital cutting. Without a doubt, we would not be where we are today without everyone in this room and so many others around the world. So the history of Orchid in less than 5 minutes. Well, you've seen some of the wonderful photographs that have shown some of what we've achieved. And again, none of it would have been possible without working in partnership with our partners, with survivors, with others in the sector. So nothing we do have we done alone. There are some things I've learned on this journey. One was to put the girl at the centre of everything we do. And that was so important, and it was on an equal importance almost with listening to communities, understanding their perspective, and seeing what we needed to do to be able to support communities in their development. I think the other thing that, was such an important learning was ensuring that we had an underlying core and ethos of positivity, possibility, and hope. Without those things, none of us can be the activists we want to be. We can't be the change makers if we can't really look for the hope that's ahead of us. And I also learned that we weren't in this just to get a bigger slice of a very small cake. We always wanted to bake a bigger cake and make sure that everyone else could also get more. And I think that's been so much in the spirit and ethos of what Orchid Project has been about. But those were my learnings. It wasn't always that way. In 2008, when I was volunteering in Ethiopia, I came across the practice, and I knew instantly the scale, the impact, that this was an intractable issue. And I set about trying to raise my voice to see what could happen. I was outraged. I was outraged by mutilation of young girls. And my first few years of volunteering in this cause, I think I did a lot wrong. And it wasn't that my intention was wrong. I wanted change to happen. But what I didn't do enough of was really understand and have empathy for others. So it was a wonderful moment when, moving from End FGM Now, which I set up initially, we moved towards the birth of Orchid Project. And in mid-2010, Orchid Project was founded with a vision of a world free from female genital cutting. It's a mission that we strive towards to this day. You'll have seen some of the photographs of our activities. I wanted to add a few things we're really proud of. One was moving the UK government to invest over £100 million in ending FGC from a baseline of 0 million. That happened in our first 2 years. It wasn't meant to be like that, but we were astounded that it was. We were able to influence the SDGs so that FGC got a dedicated indicator. That again was a huge uphill. We got commitment from politicians at the highest level all around the world. We influenced the G7, the CHOGM ministers, and much more than that, brought a really wide range of people towards this cause. We were so amazed when people like Dawn French, Holly Willoughby came towards the movement. And the reason they came was for the hope, the possibility, the positivity that female genital cutting can end within our lifetimes if we look at the social norm behind it, the human rights issue that encapsulates how an entire community can choose a better future for their daughters. All around the world, across Africa, across Asia, across all the continents, FGC is happening and FGC is changing. I celebrate everything that is being done with the organisation. I'm delighted at the moves that have been made, and I hope for even more to come in the next decade. And I want to end you with those words of Margaret Mead. Never doubt what a small group of committed people can do to change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. My thanks to you all. Please continue on this journey.